Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 coming at you with another Transformers video review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Age of the Primes Quick Strike. If I'm not mistaken, this is actually the first time we've gotten a Quick Strike since the original toy. So, excuse me. So this is quite an eventful update. We did get quite a few of Beast Wars figures in the Kingdom line, but we did not get all of them. We did get a couple more in Legacy, mainly, I think it was really just the Dragon Megatron, Silverbolt, and Tigerhawk, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we still have a few to go, not counting any Transmetals, because we don't know if they're ever actually going to do those, but hopefully they will. But we will start with a quick look at the box here. Here we have his awesome fused Scorpion Cobra mode here. And then we got his mugshot there. Quick Strike. Here we got more of that artwork there. Quick Strike. Got Prime statues. We got our legal jargon. And then we got some product shots on the back. And that's pretty much it for the box. And we do have, there it is, his lovely instruction booklet. And yeah, there is that. But taking a quick look here at the figure, he does have some very, very nice details. They managed to get sort of a metallic bronze going in there as a substitute for that gold plastic that, would have plagued the original. I think the original was mostly transparent plastic as well. But yeah, everything here is nice and solid. Very neat figure and very faithful to the original, since, he is not from Prime. He gets an actual faithful figure. Do got some nice metallic turquoise there for the face and some red for the eyes. Just got a little dot of purple there. We do get some nice painted details there on the Cobra head. Got some red for those eyes as well. And they have sculpted the scales for the snake head. Looks very nice. There is the beast mode head there on the back. You can just kind of tuck it up there. I mean, it's better than like leaving it way down here, or just like hanging off his butt. It is nice that they added a little bit of movement there so that you can kind of tuck it away up against his back and get it out of the way. But yeah, very, very nice figure. Very happy with this guy. And we do have a few features we should talk about. He does have some blast compatibility. Now, a lot of the Beast Wars figures, they like shot bullets out of the tips of their legs, but that would be a lot of little ports. So they did just put one big one right here in the middle, which I think that looks fine. And furthermore, he does actually have one in his snake head with its opening mouth, which again, that is a nice little detail. He can open the snake mouth, and then there's just that little nub right in there. So you can get him firing from the Cobra head, which is another thing he did do in the show. So I think that is pretty darn cool. What in tarnation? This guy was a cowboy, if you didn't know. What to do? Or rather an outlaw. But yeah, let's see, we should probably talk about his articulation. So obviously the legs are on a hinge. They're sort of on a soft ratchet so they can open and close. You do get a hinge here, and you do get some rotation. You do get all the way up. These shoulder pads do move a little bit, so if you want to bring them up, you can get a little more movement. So there's that. And then the snake, the shoulder is the same. You do get a full, 360. You can get all the way up, but then each one of these sections is ball jointed. So you get all sorts of wacky, cool, snaky movement there. So that's pretty awesome. And again, the snake mouth does open because it has that blast effect in there. The head is on a ball joint and also on a little bit of a hinge there. So you do get some forward motion. We do have a full 360 at the waist. We can kick that far forward and pretty much all the way back, since that head does get out of the way. Again, that's very nice. We do get nice splits. We do get thigh rotation. We do get 90 degrees at the knee, and then we do get some ankle tilts, and you can kind of bend these and move them around since they are his scorpion claws. But we'll do one quick comparison here just to give you an idea of how he stacks up by putting him next to the Kingdom Beast Wars Megatron. So there's how he stands up with his glorious leader. But that's about it for the robot mode, so we are going to go ahead and transform him now. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to bring these shoulder pieces up a little bit and bring them out like so. Then we are going to bring his whole chest, supposed to open up, I think. Why is it not opening? There we go. Gotta grab it from the bottom, and then this will come up, and then that'll go around his head. And then we do want to bring, you can see this whole snake tail piece is on a hinge. Gonna bring this whole thing up and around and over the back of his head, and then we're going to push it up, and there's this little slot right here that's going to go into this little tab, and that will snug in there like that. And then the snake tail does lock in right here like that, and we could just angle that how we want. And then for the legs, you can see there's a separate there's sculpting in here that you can bring this in and then bring it down like so, and then you rotate this around like this, and there are these little nubs here on his legs, and when you straighten them out and open it up, those are actually going to go, come on, go that extra little notch, there we go, they're going to go into this slot for the mushroom peg where his waist is, like that. Then these shoulder pads are going to come back, and you can sort of see there is a little slot that's going to go over this tab, like that, and like that. Then we just want to rotate his legs, like so, and just sort of angle them. Close those claws together, and they do lock into the open foot position. They sort of soft lock there. Then we're going to take that head, we're going to rotate it around, we're going to bring this whole thing down because it's on a hinge and then a ball joint, and there's this little post right there. That's going to just plug in right here like so, and there we have Quickstrike in his beast mode, and it looks nice. That is a very fearsome beast, and again, they really knocked it out of the park with the paint job. I imagine he probably got a huge chunk of the paint budget for something, because they really went to town on this guy with the paint. And it looks amazing. It really does look amazing. I've noticed that like whenever I do happen across a deluxe at like a Target or a Walmart, which hasn't happened very much, but he's never one of them. He's definitely not shelf warming. He is going quick, so if you want him, I would recommend trying to get him online because he is worth every penny. He is probably one of the best deluxes in this wave. He's incredibly faithful. Again, he's very well painted. Everything about his transformation is interesting and fun. And there are, some neat little extras, like the snake head with the blast port. He does also have some blast ports here in his feet / scorpion claws. So there's that. But yeah, overall, just a really, really cool figure. And just for a quick comparison, here he is next to the other fuzor that he awakened with, being Silverbolt, so you can see how they stack up. Sort of a top-down view. But yeah, overall, a really, really cool figure. And again, this is definitely one of the best ones in the wave, if you ask me. I really, really dig him. Yeah, if you find this guy, he is absolutely worth picking up. So yeah, I think that's about it for this review. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.